Once again, our country, specifically the GOP, has shown that they don't care about women or sexual assault and rape victims. It seems that all they do care about is continuing to keep the power in the hands of old, wealthy white men. Brett Kavanaugh is not fit to be in any position of power in our country, but especially not one as important as the Supreme Court Justice. Hello, pals and newcomers. Welcome to the second episode of Hot Topics in a Hot Tub. I'm your host, Little Bucket, and today we're going to be talking about Brett Kavanaugh being confirmed as a Supreme Court Justice and the blight on our country that is the GOP. Now, there's a lot to say about the matter, but as always, I'm going to try my best to make it brief, not only for the sake of this video, but for the sake of my sanity as well. That being said, I'll leave some links in the description so that if you want to read more about what I say in the video, that there's easy access to all of that information. First, I suppose we should start with the trial. If you look at this handy-dandy chart, you will see that Ford was not only questioned more than Kavanaugh, but she always answered all of the questions she was asked, while Kavanaugh did not answer questions multiple different times. How Kavanaugh acted in court is such a prime example of the patterns of abuse and manipulative behaviors. When abusers feel that their authority is being challenged or taken away from them, they typically lash out, gaslight the person or people that they've harmed, and try to make themselves look like the victim. Now, unfortunately, it is extremely difficult to get solid evidence of sexual assault and rape, especially 30 years later. But I don't think that the point of Dr. Ford speaking up about what Kavanaugh did to her was to get him sent to prison or jail, something that very few rapists actually ever see, but just to shed light on what type of person he is and stop him from holding one of the most important roles in our country. So, I most definitely believe Dr. Ford. She put herself, her reputation, her family on the line for our country to try and stop a terrible person from getting so much power. She's received so much backlash, hate, and even had to relocate her and her family because of the threats that she was receiving. And of course, to top it all off, our lovely, well-spoken president gave nothing but his love and support to her. Not only did Trump once again tweet an inappropriate tweet at an inappropriate time, but he also dragged her through the mud at one of his rallies. He has constantly been preaching about how men are guilty until proven innocent, but he's saying that Dr. Ford is guilty until being proven innocent as well. When cases like these happen, we're not saying to just blindly believe everyone and send people to prison based off an accusation alone, but just to not discredit someone for coming out about an assault and automatically distrust them or blaming them for what happened, which is what this country and the world is notorious for doing. If we were truly a country of people being guilty until proven innocent about sexual assault and rape, there would be a lot more people in prison and a lot less rapists getting slaps on the wrist and few months of probation at the most. Another troubling part about this situation is that the same people who are saying that Kavanaugh was just a kid who didn't know any better are the same people calling innocent black children who get shot by police thugs and saying that they deserved it. So a black kid wearing a hoodie with his hands in his pocket is a thug and suspicious, but a white kid sexually assaulting someone or raping them is just someone who made a mistake and he didn't know any better? Nah, man. And finally, to just wrap this video up, here's just some of the people and groups of people who do not support Kavanaugh being confirmed. More than 2,400 different law professors, the National Council of Churches, retired U.S. Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens, the American Civil Liberties Union, the Leadership Conference of Civil Rights, and 180 other similar groups, 73 lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender rights organizations, environmental groups such as Greenpeace USA, the League of Conservation Voters, and Friends of the Earth and Sierra Club, abortion rights groups including NARAL, Pro-Choice America, and Planned Parenthood, and many, many more. As I said in my last video, we can still help make change. Please make sure to speak out about these important issues and vote in the midterms this November. It's an extremely important election and it could change the course of history for our country. If you agree that Kavanaugh should not be a Supreme Court justice, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and share to all of your friends. Leave me a comment down below telling me about how it's going getting you and your friends registered and ready for the midterm elections this fall. And of course, if you're new here and you would like to become one of my pals, make sure to click that subscribe button down below, especially that little bell icon, so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, which is every single Tuesday and some Thursdays. Keep fighting the good fight and stay strong during these rough times. Together we can help change the world.